Livy rode in the Cadillac, purple people eat her loud, while Grammy laughed and sang along, both happy and proud. Angel and Luke played Twister, while Grammy spun the wheel, laughing till she cried at every tangled reach and squeal. At Disney, young Elijah said, "Put your skinny pants on, Grammy." Lane sprayed her in the old house kitchen, proud as he could be. She grabbed the sink sprayer, turned it loose, and won that water fight. With Grammy, any ordinary day could turn out just right. Carol heard how little Sue would find her at school and cling. Then years later, Sue made fruit lamps as a handmade Christmas thing. They still shine in Carol's home, and there they'll always stay, a sister's love still glowing after all these years away. At Turkey Run, while scouts explored, Mom stayed behind to cook. And in the school cafeteria, every lunch was made by hand. She fed those kids like family long before the frozen tray. Serving others quietly was simply Mom's own way. Ty remembers Middletown Road, the Trans Am catching air, and Mom's unforgettable face when Playboy pictures waited there. Buzz got dragged from night shift sleep when Ty exposed his tattoo, then shaved his head and met that look that said, "What did you do?" Jamie caught behind the plate through sweat and dirt and pain, with Ben Gay on her throwing arm again and yet again. After every softball game, Mom laughed inside the car, "You smell so bad." And those rides home are treasured now by far. Then Mom went down to Virginia when the twins were newly born. Luke and Ethan, 3 days old, had made it through the storm. Together they brought those babies home safely from the NICU. 1,000 miles of love and prayers, with Grammy seeing them through. Dad says June 14th, 69 was still his greatest day, with many more that followed as they built their life that way. One pre-marriage memory knocked his socks off, then he grins, we'd better leave that tale between your mom and me. Luke flew up from Louisiana, 1,000 miles away, and surprised her at her workplace in the middle of the day. The shock and joy upon her face was priceless to behold. No gift could match her grandkids there for her to hug and hold. When Chad crashed his dirt bike, Grammy patched him up with care. At 7 he asked for Radio Shack and detonator parts from there. Years later, serving Navy EOD, the reason came in view. That curious little boy already knew what he was born to do. Annalise and Grammy chased the cats before each vet-bound ride, laughing till their bellies hurt as every cat escaped and hid. Aubrey worked with Grammy summers, then shared Mardi Gras, walking through New Orleans with the best companion of them all. When Grammy fainted by the pond, young Ethan dialed 911. Though she told him not to call, he feared what might be wrong. Luke ran fast to get their Poppy. They were scared and unsure, but even as young boys, their love stayed close beside her. Levi spent that summer working, and most weekends they would go together off to St. Paul, sharing faith along the road. No grand event was needed, just those quiet miles they knew. The smallest moments with you, Grammy, are the ones that carry through. Seth would sneak away through cornfields, knowing just where he should go, to Grammy's house for the best lunch and every snack she'd bestow. He always found his way there, no matter where he'd been, because Grammy's kitchen welcomed every hungry grandkid in. Christian Power washed the chairs, then soaked her through and through. But after trimming all day long, his tired hands were nearly through. When he could hardly hold his fork, she fed him tenderly. Her grown-up grandson for a while was Grammy's baby boy again. Some stories make us laugh, and some still bring a tear. Some live inside old pictures, some feel like yesterday is near. But through every road, every meal, every prank, and all you do, our favorite family memories will always lead to you.